You're listening to Flipping Fantastic Podcast, the number one all-female reselling podcast with Mo and Amy. Flipping Fantastic episode 88. I'm Mo87 official.
I'm Amy, Beach by Repeat. Good morning, Mo. How are you? How
Hello.
was your weekend?
It was
I'm doing
good.
great. I'm doing great. It was great.
Tiring.
What'd you
How was yours?
do? Spooky stuff?
Spooky stuff until
Good.
till the
Fantastic.
end of the month. You know,
Yeah?
I told you I had a fort hangover. It's Sunday,
Yes.
and it's not
Yeah.
it's not like when I was young, a real hangover. This is an old person hangover. Like, I'm tired. We're all like,
A sleepy time
oh,
hangover.
yeah. Oh, my
Yeah.
bones hurt. You're walking on, um, well, it's all like
Gravel?
gravel, flagstones. It's all like slate.
Yeah.
Or cement. It's it's a
Mm-hmm.
little rough. It's a rough on the old bones. It was rough on my
Oh my
younger bones
gosh,
when I
Mo.
was younger, but it's rough now. It's like, oh my god. And
Oh my.
it is so uh, usually this time of year it's wet, you know. It has rained and it's an old fort and there's like, it's got, earthenworks on the outside and it leaks, you know and it's
Yeah.
usually drippy in there and damp, and it's been so dry here that nothing's dripping, but also it's like it's a catch-22. I'm either my allergies are bothering me because it's wet and damp in the mold, or now it's so dry the pollen is blowing around. So I wake up on Sunday morning and my head is like, I have such a headache, sinus headache, and yeah, and I ached from walking. We do a lot of walking. I get all my 10,000 steps while I'm there. Like,
Wow.
plus plus some. You get a lot of
Plus
walking
some,
there,
yeah.
so yeah.
That's cool.
But
That's
yeah, so
I think
that's
it sounds fun.
that's my weekends, and I have not been able to get myself up and go out and source. So there hasn't been any good estate
Do
sales
you
here
do
though
that?
lately either. Hmm.
Yeah. Do you do it Friday and Saturday nights? Or
Yes.
when do you do
It's
them?
it's
Oh, okay.
Friday and Saturday night, yeah. Mhm.
That's
So,
cool. That's fun. Super fun.
yeah.
Yeah, we went out Saturday morning. There were community yard sales. There
Mhm.
was like 3 community yard sales. I think this is probably the end of it. Maybe this weekend there'll be some more, but
Yeah.
we went to a couple and I did gr I did great. I can't
Yeah.
complain. Like, it was good. It was yeah, it was nice.
What'd
I
you
found oh my
get?
gosh.
I
Let
already
me see,
know.
let me see.
I know
I
some of
have
it.
a yeah, there is, here it is. Let's see. I itemize all the stuff I find,
Mhm.
which can be good and bad, just depending on how I sell it, you know? But I found a bunch the very first stop that we, stopped at was in the community sale, and on the table there was a big plastic tote, and it said Imaginext castle set, and I was like, "Oh, that's newer stuff." But I looked in it, it was Playmobil, and I was like,
Oh,
"Oh, there
yeah.
was a ton of the people inside and
Oh,
like
nice.
castle parts."
Mhm.
Then they ended up selling it to me for $8, and then when I got home, it was all vintage. It was all from 1992 and
Nice.
'93,
Mhm.
and there was one complete castle and all the figures, and even down to the teeniest of tiniest, like a teeny tiny key was still in that set, like it wasn't
Nice.
lost, and it was
Yeah.
tiny. Like, I was surprised it was all there. So,
Mhm.
I was able to make, like, 10 different lots, I think, from just that, like, over $200 worth of
Oh,
listings.
wow.
So, that's exciting, and that was
Yeah.
just the first stop. I know, it was amazing, and then we went and found Legos at this one house. I mean, the lady was like basically giving them away for free. She was like, I saw all this Harry Potter stuff and I'm like, "Oh, how much is that train?" She's like, And, when people, like, hem and haw, you're like, "Oh gosh, it's gonna be a lot." And she's like,
Mhm.
$4?" And I was like, "Sold." And then I see other stuff there that I'm like, "How much is this? How much is this?" And Matt's like, "Don't leave this table," because everybody was starting to come and they were, like, hawk-eyeing the Legos.
Mhm.
So I got some Star Wars thing for, like, I don't know how much I paid, 3 or $4 for that. I ended up paying, like, $26 in total for everything that I bought there. And
Wow.
what was I gonna say? Oh, the lady had, like, 3 kids, and she was, doing really good. Like, there was no panic because there was spilled coffee that was running down the table, and it was kinda funny. And, she was like, "Oh, so and so," whatever the kid's name is, "Oh, do you wanna sell your Harry Potter castle too?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And she's like, do you want that? I'll sell it to you for $5." And I said, "Yes, please, go g"
Mm.
I said, "Take your time, go get it. I'll be right here." So I'm looking through all the other stuff. It's not the big, like, Gringotts castle, it's more like the I don't know. It's more like the dining hall castle with some spiral
Mhm.
stairs, but
Yeah.
it was filled with Legos, or not Legos, but minifigs, filled
Minifigs,
with
yeah.
Lego minifigs,
Mhm.
and they were all holding their wands still.
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
gosh, I was so excited. There was probably like 25 figures that were in there, probably from all the other sets, because they were just all sitting at the table with their little
Yeah.
wands in their hands. But
Mhm.
yeah, there was like at least 3, what's her name? Hermione? There was 3 Hermiones in there.
Mhm.
So I'm still going through that one. But all it
Nice.
did, it must have just sat on a shelf in their bedroom because it was like dusty, you know?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh, they put it
So
together
that
and then put it up, yeah.
Yeah, so I knew it was, like, gonna be, like, pretty much complete, and so far it seems to be pretty complete. Um, so yeah, and then I bought Beyblades, I bought all kinds of stuff, and then we went to one sale, um, that had a ton of hunting stuff, and oh my gosh, Mo, I ended up getting, like, 5 pieces of vintage hunting gear, I guess you wanna call it.
Oh,
It's
wow.
like the
Mhm.
vests with the the pockets where you can put the doves in the back or the ducks
Mhm.
or whatever you're
Yeah.
shooting in the back.
Yeah.
But they're all vintage pieces. I paid I think I paid like $5 a piece for all that, and there's 5 of those. But because they're vintage, I didn't recognize some of the names. They just had like the real tree camo, like that old one, like the print.
Yes.
So I did a
Mhm.
lot of Googling of, like, these names. So I guess Instagram is like, "Oh, you're into hunting." So, Mo, I
Now you
get
get all
I
hunting
get this
content.
Instagram I get this ad or whatever it was on Instagram, and it is called the the crap strap, and it is this, like, strap that you strap around a tree, and then it's like you strap it around your back so you can kinda lean back and, like, go to the bathroom. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it at all? But it's a hunter, like, with his, like, camo pants pulled down so you
Oh
can go to
my
it
goodness.
says a it says the crap strap, a tree pooping strap to help you poo in nature's hands-free. I was like, "Oh my god." So this is the content that
You don't have
Instagram
to
is
put
suggesting
you
to
don't
me.
have to put you don't have to put your rifle down to you don't have to interrupt your hunting to poop.
Right, basically.
Oh
I'm
my
surprised it didn't
goodness.
have, like, a little hanger for your toilet paper, like a little toilet paper hanger. But, oh my gosh. So and then I found some other odds and end things, but those were the good ones. But I just thought that was so funny that
That's
Instagram
awesome.
is like
You
wants me to start hunting.
your
And then
algorithms are so wacky.
oh, yeah, totally, totally wacky. I just was like, "What is going on?" And I was like, "Oh, it must be from me trying to Google Lens." Yeah, Google Lens. Oh, yeah, I wonder if Google Lens notices well, yeah, because it goes to that website that you're looking at. They're like, "Oh, she's interested in
She's interested in
camo stuff."
hunting and pooping. Oh my god.
Oh,
That's
I didn't think
hilarious.
we would turn into, Trash to Cash with all their poop talk.
We're we're supposed to be the break from
Oh,
the poop talk, Amy. Kevin told us. Break
apparently,
from the toxic
Kevin did tell us.
masculinity and poop talk.
Yes, poop talk. Oh my god. I'm done. I'm
But here
done.
we
Oh,
go.
what else did I find? I found something else too. I wasn't gonna buy it. I saw it from the car and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I hope that's expensive." It was a CRT TV, but it was a DVD player and it had the remote with it. So
Hmm.
clearly I bought it because it's right
Yeah.
here.
Uh-huh.
The lady it's like 13 inches, so it's a smaller one for testing, like video games and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So the lady was like, "It's only $2 and it works." And she's like, "You know you want it." And I was like, "Damn it, I do. I'm gonna take it. For $2, I mean, that's basically free, you know?
Yeah.
And it had the remote and it was super, super clean. Like it I don't know where they had it, but it was clean. Like there's no scuffs or anything on it.
Hmm.
So I took it home, tested it, and while I was playing with the Playmobil this weekend, I had, the TV playing. I watched, Harry Potter, and what else did I watch? Finding Nemo. I played those 2 movies, while it was right next to me and testing. So, I've already listed it. Their comps were almost 100%, if not more. Maybe it was more over 100%, I'm not sure.
What brand
But
is it? Did you say? I can't.
is let me see,
Magnavox.
Magnavox. Yeah, and DVD player. So,
Sweet.
it's nice. I know. It sells for like $100. I'm not looking forward to shipping it, but
Mm.
I listed it. I said because I told
Uh-huh.
Matt, I said he's like, "You don't get it. You're gonna regret it." And I was like, how about this? If I buy it, then I have to take it home, test it, and list it today." And I did. I stuck to that. So, it's
Good
listed.
job.
Yeah, I know. And then I found a vintage Jemmy pumpkin that's fiber optic. It's like a pumpkin, but it's got like the
Okay.
fiber optic straw hair and stuff. And
Yeah.
same thing. I said, if I buy this, then I have to list it today because,
Hmm.
Halloween's in what, 2 weeks? Oh
Yeah.
my gosh, there's hair on my face. So I did that too. I listed that. I
Didn't
was
sell yet.
productive, you
It'll
know.
sell soon.
I'm I listed it. I think it was the cheapest one like that I saw listed. So hopefully it'll be the first one to go.
Yeah.
But cute. It's cute for sure,
Nice.
but yeah, I
Have you
know.
been selling a
So,
lot? Because I have to
oh, well, what have you sold? Did you do your orders yet today?
go. My one order
Uh-oh.
that you already know what it is. That's it. That's it.
Oh,
It
it was the
part of it's
glass,
my
right?
fault, but
The
part of yeah, like a Moon and Stars ashtray or something. The part of it's
Mhm.
my fault, okay, because I haven't listed since the end of last week. I wasn't home yesterday. I didn't get any pictures taken, so today
Yeah,
I need to. But I didn't sell any. That's all I sold this weekend. I am
yeah.
a fake reseller. People don't listen to me. I'm fake.
You're a fake
No, but
reseller
it
now.
was like it's like I'm going good. I'm going good. Crash. Going good. I'm going like this is what eBay's been lately. And
I
I look,
know.
I'm I am not there all weekend, but when you come home, I'm there from like I gotta leave my house at like 4. I'm there until
Uh-huh.
like 1:30 in the morning. I don't get home till like 2 in the morning. So my
Yeah,
weekends are just done. But I still, I don't know. I don't know. This is the worst that it's ever been for me this time of year. I was like, "Oh, it's finally picking up," and then it died again. So that was it.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's slower for me too. I don't understand why I consistently list, I draft
Yeah.
and list from those if I'm busy and stuff.
Mhm.
I had like not I think 9 or 10. I don't
Mhm.
know. I think it's 9. I think I had 9 sales from Friday to Monday. And then
Yeah.
I got
And
a
what do
sale
what do
this
you
morning.
what do you
But
usually have? Because I like a good weekend for me. at the moment, and I am not full-time anything, like, 'cause, like, we had
Mhm.
Kevin on here, and he does and their social media is, so he calls himself part-time seller. I am a
Mhm.
part-time, that's all, you know? So my social media is
Yeah.
nothing, but, I don't know, like, usually a decent weekend for me is, like, 5 plus, like, at least.
Uh-huh.
I have, like, 2, 3 sales a day on the weekend. I'm saying
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday, I'm not including. I mean, I should probably include Friday, then it's more. But,
Uh-huh.
yeah, this is garbage. Now, I was doing the draft thing, I ran out,
Yeah.
you know, keeping a few couple in draft, so I'd have something to post on the weekend, but I ran out
Right.
in the middle of the weekend, so I need to do that today. I need to take lots of pictures, so I will be able to do drafts. Because I can sit there while, because taking a boat ride over, and
Yeah.
I can do stuff like that. But I
Exactly.
don't know. But I did read a little bit of some other Discord, and some other people were saying the same thing, that it's been slow. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Same. I typically do like in the 20
Mhm.
plus, for
Right.
my weekend,
Mhm. Yeah.
but not lately. Like
Mhm.
I'm yeah, it's crazy. It's and I don't understand why. The only thing, I mean, compared to last year, like my numbers aren't what I was projecting for this year. Cause each year I'm like, oh, this is my goal for this year. This is my goal
Right.
for this year.
Mhm.
No, this year, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because I was I used to mainly do clothes, and I had, you know, they do really well, you
Yeah.
know?
Mhm.
When you buy the right things, they do really well.
Mhm.
So, but now
Yeah.
that I've been going to the auction, my, inventory is mostly hard goods, you know?
Right.
So, I
Uh-huh.
don't know if that's it, but my cost of goods has is down, or
Down.
how does it go? Like, last year, my cost of goods was probably, like, when I was just doing clothes, my cost of goods was probably, like, 450 a piece, like,
Right.
average for the whole year.
Mhm.
Now my cost of goods is, like, I would say a dollar to a dollar 50 for
Yeah.
the year, like,
Mhm.
broken up.
Yeah.
'Cause I can get
Yeah.
stuff so cheap, so it kind of, like, brings down the clothing and stuff that I pay up
Mhm.
for, but so maybe in the end, I'm actually doing just as well, maybe better because of the cost of goods
Right.
is,
Yeah, you'll have to look at it at the end of the
is
year and
less.
see what it is, yeah. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause,
but
like, how
I don't
many
know.
how many how many pairs of sparkle butt jeans do you have to sell instead of that 110, you know?
Right. I know. It's, oh, and I don't know when I heard this. It was a couple weeks ago, I think, but, Rally Roots was saying something too about, like, I think he was saying something about their eBay sales were down, you know, and he
Mhm.
said that he thinks that from what he's noticed, that whenever there's storms or hurricanes and stuff, he's like,
Yeah,
"I don't
uh-huh.
know if, like, eBay knows what's going on, but," and they, like, kinda limit the eBay activity in that area because of the storms, I don't know.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
just
and
his,
that
like,
that could be
hypothesis.
yeah, that could be part of it, I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
So,
It's like, are the people on the West Coast, how are their eBay sales? Because we all live on the East Coast. So I
right.
wonder if they kinda, like, I don't know. That was just what he said, and I thought, that seems interesting because we've had so much storm activity on the East Coast,
Yeah.
and the Earth
Mhm.
is flat apparently, and that's affecting my
Wait,
eBay
what?
sales.
Wait, what?
I'm just thinking I was just thinking conspiracy theories, like, that's a conspiracy theory.
Yep.
Earth is
Mm,
flat, that's why my
mhm.
eBay sales are low.
Yeah.
Yep. I have no idea. Yeah, I don't think
And
the Earth is
drink the rest
flat.
of my coffee
Don't come at me.
if you go further into that. Flat earth in it
That's
over
what it
here.
is. It's the Earth is flat and my eBay sales have fallen off the cliff.
The earth is flat and my eBay sales are flat. Flat line.
Yes, exactly.
I am
Oh my
hoping
gosh.
I
And
have oh, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I have a bunch of I've been sorting through I have like a camera problem. Plus my dad gave me some cameras, so I have to go through. It just like that kind of stuff takes a little bit of more time and I feel like I just need to get some stuff up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but I want to slowly go through that too so that I can at least get it up like when my weekends are free again, you know? So,
Yeah.
but I have personal other
Yeah.
camera stuff too, like mine that I need to that I'm ready to get rid of, you know? And I know that'll bring in some
Yeah.
good money. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry.
Heck yeah. No, that's great. I wish I knew more about cameras. I just don't know enough when I see them to know if like what to look for if they're like what are the things I'm supposed to be looking for to know if they're in good condition. Do you know what I mean? Like the internal components or something. Like I don't even know what I don't know. That you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah,
Like
yeah.
cuz I see them, but I just don't know what to look for except like, oh, is the lens scratched? Like, that's about it. I don't know anything about them
I mean, yeah,
to
you
know if it's
you
worth
you you can look through the
dropping
lens and
some
make sure.
money.
But well, I as like if you're looking at like DSLRs, I would just like comp them. Um, Same with the
Yeah,
little old excuse me, the little point, the digital point and shoot. Some of them, like
yeah,
I'm pretty sure I'm sitting on a couple Canon point and shoots here that I could get something decent out of. Oh look,
yeah,
at this point for me, $20 is decent. Like, I'm not selling crap. So, but
mhm,
I just have to go through and because they were our stuff. I got to find the batteries, and I think the batteries are
yeah,
downstairs, and it was like my husband's camera. The cord's over here, and the batteries in the drawer, and I just have to gather everything and just plug it in and make sure it's still turned on. But but
yeah,
cameras can be pretty good money. I haven't, like I said, I've been going through because my dad has a bunch of old film cameras he gave me. They can still be money makers, and I have an old.
yeah.
He gave me his old um, 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 video camera, that actually shoots on,
Oh, yeah,
tapes,
like a
big
cassette?
size tapes. Yeah,
Uh-huh,
no, but big
yeah.
VCR tapes. Like he had
Oh, the
that,
ones
and
that
I
you put on
had.
your shoulder.
Oh yeah, this thing's
Uh-huh,
huge. He was always in everybody's face, and everybody was always yelling at him. But so I gotta just kind of go through that and just said, I know it works. He's like it worked the last time.
yeah,
There's nothing wrong with it. My dad took very good care of all his stuff, but
yeah,
it's just that just stuff just to me is like a little more work. And I get particular, like I want to have everything tested. I want to like show it, like video it, like moving, working kind of thing. And that takes a
mhm,
while. And right now I
yeah,
just need to put some crap up. And I have some Christmas stuff I'm gonna list that I'm gonna take pictures of in the
yeah,
next over the next few days that I just, I want to get that stuff up. But
yeah,
oh, I remembered what I told you. I thought of something last night when I was like going to bed, and I was like, oh, I'll remember to do that
uh-huh,
tomorrow. But to talk about it, and then I forgot. But I remembered. Okay, so I know
okay,
we've talked about this. I don't know if we've talked about it on here, but we've talked about it in like our chats and discords. Is the fact that
mhm,
eBay doesn't really advertise, you know? Like you see eBay Motors and like then you get like, your ads that are like for sneakers and or tennis shoes, whatever you want to call them.
uh-huh,
I saw an ad for I've seen it twice now, okay, for replacements.com. The place where you go if you want to like your dishes, you know, fine china
yeah,
dishes, all that kind of stuff.
mhm,
Twice, it's like some grandma lady talking about tradition and passing that on. from her mother to her, and she's passing it on to her children and grandchildren. And if you want to, use the old China, go to replacement so you can get some. I was like, they are advertising and eBay is not. By the way, if
Wow.
replacements.com, if and this is not sponsored, but it is a good place if you're trying to identify what something is, like in the dish or
Oh,
glass
yeah.
category. you know, I
Where did
always
you
go there
say you
first.
saw this ad or
I
commercial or
was
whatever?
watching I was watching something on Peacock and I saw it like
Oh,
twice.
okay.
So I don't know if it's on regular
Wow.
TV, but it's on streaming, the streaming platform. So I was pretty impressed that
Yeah.
and it's a good time of year because it's right before we're getting coming up on Thanksgiving and
The
Christmas when somebody
holidays,
wants to get
yeah.
out the fine china. So yes, so replacements.com, they they get it. They get it. I mean, I don't know. I hope it works for them. I use them because
Yeah,
I like to identify if I buy stuff like that. But I don't
same. I
understand
do
why
too.
eBay doesn't get it, especially in a struggling economy. The whole buying secondhand, getting
Right.
a good deal, conserving, saving the environment and recycling, all
Exactly.
that is like it's big right now, and I don't understand why they aren't putting a couple of bucks into some ads here and there, especially for the younger generation who's going who's probably going other places and looking for stuff when they could be going on eBay,
Right. Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Because the younger kids are using, like Depop and all of
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
apps. And I
Right.
know there's even other ones that I don't think of, but I know we talked about it when Kevin was on. I
Mhm.
was listening to those podcasts, but I
Yep.
heard eBay ads on podcasts, and it was like a young girl. I could tell by, her voice that she was young and looking for, you know, cool, trendy, well,
Right.
maybe not trendy vintage stuff. So
Yes.
I was
Uh-huh.
like, I mean, at least they're doing like podcast type ads,
Right, but like
I don't
they're
know about
they're
TV. I don't know. There
why
could
not?
be TV ads. I don't watch
I've seen TV ads of eBay, but it's like eBay Motors,
Mhm.
or go
Oh, yeah, yeah,
buy
yeah, that's right.
your super expensive sneakers on there. I've seen those
Yeah,
things, but they don't advertise that everything else is on there too. Like, and that just kind of makes me
yeah.
mad.
Mhm.
Oh, go buy your super unique, one of a kind, super expensive sneakers that what's
Yeah.
his face got kicked off for selling, right? What's his
Oh,
name?
Chris.
Daily
Yeah,
Refinement,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
Daily Refinement. Yeah.
Mhm.
I know, that is crazy. It's, they're just so behind, and I think isn't eBay, like, number 2, uh, right below Amazon for online shopping? So maybe they're just thinking, "Oh, we're already at the top of the market, we're not gonna beat Amazon, so we're already number 2. Can't get better than number 2," you know?
Wow. I don't know though, because there's an entire, couple generations that are gonna grow up and think eBay's stupid. I don't, are not gonna get clued into eBay.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's
They're gonna
true.
go to their I don't know.
Mhm.
I have a
Although my kid and his friends have
mhm,
been, using eBay,
yeah.
but I don't know if it's because I talk about
Because
it
you
all
do it,
the
but
damn time.
didn't he sell stuff on eBay? Like he had like Legos and stuff. You
Mhm.
had him selling on there. So
Yeah,
he probably talks it up to his friends like that's word of mouth, which is
like a good
great.
place. Yeah, exactly. And,
Mm, anyway.
now that it's, like, not if you just stand back from shoving it down his throat, he's, like, looking up stuff, like, "Oh,
Right.
I want
Yeah.
these Cry precision pants," which are, like, 3 or $400 pants, which are,
Uh-huh.
like, tactical pants, and you can get
Yeah,
them on eBay for, $100, and they're in good
exactly.
shape.
Right.
So, I think that
I
they're just, like, interested in finding that stuff.
right.
Mhm.
I tell people all the time, I'm like, we were talking about my ghost hunting stuff and ghost hunting. equipment, I'm always looking on eBay, but that stuff, like, if it's a good price, it sells fast. Now we had a comment from Susquehanna Picker, and he said he sold a spirit box and it sold really fast.
He
He didn't really
did?
know what he didn't even really know what it was. Yeah, let me read his comment.
Oh my
He
gosh.
left us a
I
comment last week.
didn't
He was
see
like, "I
that
bought a
comment.
spirit box for $5 last spring at a yard sale. Uh, lasted on eBay for 3 hours and sold for 125, 15 more than the comps." And he goes, "I had no idea what it was." But yeah, so
Oh,
like,
wow.
that kind of stuff. Just I'm always telling my people that I'm like, look on eBay, but there,
Yeah.
when you're buying like super expensive stuff like that, people are more, I think,
Mhm.
sometimes more in tuned with like looking for it because sometimes you can't find it, so
Yeah.
you are Googling it and eBay does come up as an option. But just for like everyday thing, like stuff, you know, I don't know. I just think they could do a little bit
Yeah.
better job. I got I got words with them. I just, or I got beef with them about that. It just
Yeah.
annoys me when I see, a commercial, get your super high end sneakers here. Okay, well, you get everything else there too.
Exactly. Like, yeah, they could do so much with, like, people our age and even younger or older,
Hmm.
that, if you wanna buy your childhood stuffed animals or, like, your memories from your
Exactly.
childhood.
Right. Hmm.
Everybody has that
Yeah.
experience. Everybody has something from their childhood
Right.
or,
And now it's
adolescence that they want.
exactly, exactly. Somebody's looking for
Not
those old
everybody
toys
wears
or
sneakers, you know?
uh-huh. Or
Oh,
expensive ones, because
yeah.
I don't.
Right. Well, yeah, yeah, yeah. But, everybody has an experience from their childhood that they're like, "Oh, I wish I still had that
Yeah.
popple or, that strawberry
Mhm.
shortcake," or
Oh, yeah,
everybody.
absolutely. Yes.
I
Yep.
know. I
Yeah,
know.
nostalgia is big. They could be, I don't know. I
Doing
don't know.
more.
And
Doing
then when I
more.
get ads on, like, if I'm on Facebook or, uh, Instagram and I get at eBay ads, they're always so weird. I'm like, but I blame you, like, that whole I got that whole one that was all, like, just it was like, fertility idols, let's just call them that.
Oh,
Fertility art and
okay.
idols. I'm like, what I didn't look at anything like this. You told me it was because of my religious items and I was selling Virgin Mary's.
Yes. Yes, that's why. It is.
But
It is.
so
It is.
not only I think do they need to work on their advertising, they also need to work on their ad algorithm. I don't know.
Oh
Because if
my
I was,
gosh,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm just selling them. If I was truly one of those, some old lady looking for the Mary statue, I probably don't want that to come up in my ads.
Because you're typing in virgin, so it's probably the key, Virgin Mary,
I mean, I don't even
right?
think I typed in virgin. I probably
No?
typed in like Madonna and child. That was the very last one I
Oh,
did
okay.
because I had a little. I don't know why I'm looking. It's not up here. A little. It's like a little plaque, and it's Mary and holding the baby Jesus, and
Mhm.
I think I looked up Madonna and child because it was like Italian on the back. I don't even think I put
Yeah.
virgin in there. So I don't
Oh.
know. I think they might need to work on that. I've That's
It
the only time I've gotten weird ads from them. Um, I mean, I can't exactly tell you what they were before, but they kinda don't make sense
mm,
to what I've been listing
yeah.
or anything, so I think they
Yeah.
need to work on that algorithm. So, eBay, if you want the 2 cents of, somebody who's basically a fake reseller, so there you go. Get your shit together.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, earlier this summer, I think one of the first yard sales of the summer, I think it was one of the first community yard sales,
Mhm.
we bought it's called a valet driver. and it's for, putting your boat hitch up and, like, moving your boat around. It's, like,
Okay.
heavy duty, it's, like, 30 pounds, and it's
Mhm.
got a crank and everything, so it's just for maneuvering your boat on a trailer, but it's a dolly,
Just
basically, so you can just move your boat around.
okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's got a handle and stuff, and I paid $100 at a yard sale for this, and that's a lot of money to spend, so I did some research on it, and it's, like, the Valet XL. So, I did some research, they're, like, 700 bucks brand new, and it was in good shape, the guy showed us it working, so I said, "Okay, I guess I'll buy it." Well, hadn't done anything with it, it's been sitting in our, office area forever. I took pictures of it this summer, and I didn't wanna list it on eBay because it's huge, it's 30 pounds, I can't even pick it up. Like, I can pick it up, but it's like there's just no way, and it's super
Mhm.
tall, not super tall, but it's probably, like, 2.5 feet tall,
Mhm.
and I took pictures of it, and I sent them to Matt, and I said, "Hey, post this on Facebook Marketplace." And when he got home last night, I said, "Post it on Marketplace," and he's like, "Okay," or he did it Saturday. And he's selling it today at
Nice.
445 for 500 bucks. For 500
Wow.
bucks.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Well, cross our cross our fingers that the guy shows up. But he's been
Right.
talking back and forth with the guy because Matt went out of town and then they
Mhm.
changed times and he said, "Okay, I can do Tuesday at 4:45." So,
Nice.
I'm excited. That was like an easy $400,
Right.
hopefully.
Like, what would they
Uh,
be? Like, new and
I think they're like 700 bucks for the XL. Like, there's 2 different
nice.
models, and
Yeah,
this is
so,
like
I
the
mean,
heavy
boat
duty
people,
one. So
dude's getting a good deal, you know? That's
heck
awesome.
yeah. And he lives
Mhm.
at the beach too, so, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure he's excited. Yeah,
Right?
unless he gets there and he's like, "Oh, yeah, will you take this for it instead?" Or I don't know. We'll see. I'll
Hopefully.
I'll keep you posted
Yeah,
next week how that deal went. I know. It's crazy. We should do a female
that's awesome.
reseller of the week before
Oh,
we
okay,
get
yes.
too far
Bum, ba, da,
along.
bum, bum, bum. It is I just gotta get the right it is
Our female
da, da, da,
reseller
da.
of the week.
It is Don't Be Trippin', it's Flippin'. Um, and I found her on,
Yay.
um I believe her name is Natalie. Um, I found her
Okay.
on TikTok. She does lots of shorts. She finds really good stuff. She's like somebody like, you're definitely gonna learn stuff from, because she picks up all kinds of
Okay.
things. She picks up different, lots of everything. And she finds like one of the things I was like, oh my God, like a 90s. And I want to say it had maybe like Winnie the Pooh on it. This was a while ago. It was like a toddler outfit, like a kid's outfit, and sold it for like hundreds of
Uh-huh.
bucks. It was crazy. I was like, I didn't know
Wow.
any like kids' clothes went for that much. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not something I usually look
Yeah, me
at.
either. Mhm.
So, but yeah,
Wow.
so she does have a YouTube, and it looks like she's been putting a few more let me see, long form on there. But I like I said, I did I am subscribed to her on here, but she does a lot of short form,
Mhm.
and she has like a pretty, I like her short form on. I found her on TikTok, so go
Uh-huh.
check her out because she does find some cool stuff. And I mean, I learned something from everybody that I follow, so
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
people pick up different
I'm gonna have to
things, and
follow her
it's nice.
too.
Yes. So
She's new to me.
yeah,
There's
so
so
give her a
many
follow. Give her a
for
follow.
sure. Oh, yeah. I wonder if it was like Oshkosh. I think, Oshkosh, vintage Oshkosh does well,
Yeah, maybe.
like
I
if it's
can't
got
remember.
patterns or
I don't
things like
even
that.
know. I don't,
Wow.
for some reason, like Oshkosh, yes, I know, but for some reason, that's not sticking in my mind. I know it just had like, I don't, maybe it was like just Disney branded. Um, it was something with Pooh
Uh-huh.
on it, Winnie the Pooh, not Pooh that we were talking about
Yeah.
earlier today. Um, but I was like, I couldn't believe how much it sold for. Like, up to I was like, really? Wow. I gotta look at baby clothes
Wow.
now.
Some vintage baby clothes.
Right?
Heck yeah.
It's crazy.
That's
So yeah,
awesome.
so go give her a follow. Support the
Don't what is it? Don't
ladies.
be tripping.
Don't be
What's it called?
tripping. It's flipping. I want, yeah, don't be
It's
tripping. It's
flipping.
flipping.
Okay.
And
Sounds good.
on the TikToks on TikTok, yeah, don't be tripping. It's flipping. Same thing.
Sounds good. I'm gonna have
With
to
and
follow her too.
the B is just a B, no E. And flipping is
Oh,
and
gotcha.
tripping and flipping are like us, flipping with no G. Because
Gotcha.
we gangster. She's
Are
gangster like we are.
we?
So
We are totally, totally, totally. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I Mo, just this morning, I get a message on this is like one of my pet peeves. I'm sure it's everybody's pet peeve on eBay and stuff. But I get a message from somebody that, I sell clothes. So I have this really nice Ralph Lauren sweater. It's like a fisherman cable knit
hmm
sweater, and it's it's really nice. It has like a cowl neck. It's just really nice. It's really well made. It's Ralph Lauren. I don't know if I said that, but
hmm
it comps at like $135. Like brand new, I think it was like 3 or $400.
Yeah.
So, especially well, I do this with all of my clothes. I put measurements in, at least all of my, in the last 3 years. Like I always put the
Right.
measurements in, like
Right.
actual photograph the measurements. Like I don't write
Okay.
them, I photograph them.
Uh-huh.
So, of course, for an expensive piece, I'm gonna 100% make sure that I put the measurements in because, if you're spending a lot of money, you want to know what the measurements are. So I get
Right.
a message this morning and it says, but they probably listen to our podcast. Just kidding. They said measurements would be super helpful. Shoulder seam, armpit to armpit to armpit, and length from back of collar to hem, for
Oh my God,
instance.
look at all the pictures.
So I went through because, I just make sure. So I went through and looked at the pictures and they are there. Literally, those
Gosh, there.
measurements are in there. So I
Uh-huh.
just wrote back, like I wrote back, uh, let's see, 5 minutes later. Hello, there are measurements in the photos. Thanks. And then she wrote, oops, so sorry. Did not scroll. Thank you.
Yeah.
I was like,
People don't go past
instead,
the
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 first two
few
pictures,
pictures that are like right there, you know?
I don't,
I don't think they scroll down. Because that always
I
happens
don't
to me too. I'm
understand.
like, photographs, I always email back whenever they ask for measurements. Like measurements are in the last at the end of the picture. Please scroll through.
Right. I just am like the amount of time it took her to write all of that. She could have just
She could
scrolled
have,
through instead of
right.
getting upset, you know, and trying to school me on how to do that.
Like on
What's
here,
that?
and
What are
like
we looking at here?
it's just a pair of shoes. It's not mine. It's
Oh,
just
okay.
something I brought up. But like I'm just showing, like they don't go. That's it. They look at that. You know what I mean?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
They don't go,
It's
oh, there's more.
yeah.
And
I
the
mean,
same on if you're on the computer, the they're on the side there, and you can
yeah.
scroll down to see more, or just if you click on the, you I mean,
Yeah.
just keep
Exactly.
going.
I don't get it. I don't
Well,
get it either.
I
It's like,
I taught middle school, and it's an epidemic because now look, I'm gonna kind of excuse middle schoolers because they're stupid, because they are in puberty, and like hormones, like your brain doesn't function at that, like
yeah.
from about the age of like 13 to you know I don't know, 25, I don't know, but like they but it's the same thing. It's like there's no you're like it, they're like, what do I do? Is the directions are right there. It's written
Yeah.
up here. It's on your paper. I said it to you. What else can I do? I don't know. So now you have more
It's like,
pictures on eBay so that you can put the measurements in the
yeah,
pictures and they still aren't going to look
yeah,
at the picture.
I know. It's like, yeah, the pictures are good for us as a seller, but it doesn't
Hmm.
benefit the buyer because they're not looking at all.
I
Or
know.
like, or when I get the message like, I get this a lot. Is there any is there anything wrong with this piece? Or, it's like a piece of clothing. Is there anything wrong
Hmm.
with it? And I always write in pre-owned condition, and then if there's nothing wrong, I just say, "See pictures for photos and
Yeah.
measurements." But
Right.
if there is
Uh-huh.
something, I will say, "See photos for" what is it I say? Like, so I'll point to it, like, in the picture. I'll use
Yeah.
my finger and
Hmm.
point to, like, the
Yeah.
snag
Hmm.
or something. Like,
That's basically what I
you
do
know
too. Yep. Hmm.
I know. It's just like, I don't get it.
Yeah. If
Just
if there's
look. Just
nothing
look.
majorly wrong with it, I just say there's marks and marks and wear from normal use, and age. And
Yeah.
then I
Yeah.
put, if there's something actually wrong with it, I write that in there and I take pictures of it and point it out or close up
Yep.
it or whatever. Yeah, people
Mhm.
people
I know.
just, oh, I
I
I
don't get it.
I get
I
everybody has a brain fart every once in a while, but man, sometimes you're like, come on, come
I
on.
know. It's like they don't wanna read it, and they just want you to tell them what's like, "Oh, just tell me what's wrong with this so I don't have to look and read anything," you know? Like,
Right.
I don't know.
People are
It's
lazy.
crazy. It's
Lazy.
yeah, I think that's what it is. I
Mhm.
think that's what that is.
Yep,
Oh my gosh.
absolutely.
Friday was it Friday? Friday, I went to, Target with my son, and
Yeah,
oh my gosh, he needed, like, hair product for his hair. So, we went to Target, and we went, like, around the store,
yeah,
and when we got over to the camping area or the, um, what do you call those? Like, drink bottles and stuff like that.
okay.
I saw on the end cap
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
up all of these Stanley items. Like, they weren't Stanley cups, they were, like, Stanley coolers, but they weren't, like, huge coolers. They were, like, lunchbox size coolers.
Mhm.
Hanging up they were, like, nice looking, but they were small, they were, like, lunchbox size,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, that's cute." They were, nylon-y, they weren't hard shelled, and I could not believe the price on this. Lunchbox size cooler was $100, like
Yep, I
flat
have it
out
up here now.
$100.
I put it up now.
Oh my
It's
gosh, I was
There it
blown
is.
away.
I'm gonna
I
show
was
the
blown
picture
away.
of the girl
I
holding it. There we
Yeah,
go.
so it's like a purse. It's like a purse,
Yeah,
basically, you know?
it's a lunchbox. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
size of which I paid less than $20 for. We still have it. I was using it, when I stopped working. That's it.
mhm.
Mine might have been
Yeah,
bigger.
right? I just can't
You know?
believe how crazy retail is on stuff. Like, I
Oh,
was just
for
blown away, and there's a bigger one too that is for sale that was, like, on the end cap below it. It was probably, like, 2.5 times bigger, and it was
yeah.
the same kinda soft shell and zipped, and it was
Mhm.
170. I'm blown away. I
Wow.
am definitely spoiled by, yard sale prices.
Yeah.
Like, I swear I
These these
I
chicks
don't know. I
are
just can't
are
imagine buying retail.
crazy about this. The whole Stanley thing is crazy. I I don't have a Stanley cup. I mean, I have way too
Mhm.
many water bottles. Um,
Yeah.
but like I have these. There was like a 2-pack from Costco, and then I have one that I will carry if I go places.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't leak because Stanleys leak. Like you can't, like if they tip over, it's all over, right?
Yeah.
But I have
Yeah,
one
I
that,
have one. It does.
mhm. But
Yeah.
like,
But they
but
do
yeah,
have
people
this
are
thing on
crazy.
Amazon it's
Will it
compatible with the Stanley,
cover the
and it
Stanley?
makes it Yeah, it makes it completely spill-proof.
Oh,
So,
okay.
I've thought about buying
Yeah.
that piece. It's only like 11 bucks or something like that, but,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have bought it. It was a gift, the Stanley that I have.
Right,
I've
right,
had it
right. Uh-huh.
for a
Yeah.
couple of years, but
Yeah.
I like
They're
it. Like,
perfect. They're
it's
perfectly good cups, yeah. But the craziness
mhm,
about, like, different like, let me get, like, a million different colors and this and that. Like I said, I have too many water bottles, like, I have ones just that, this is the house, and then I have
yeah,
one that like, I have one that I'll take that doesn't spill, because like, if I go, "Well, I'm going to
uh-huh,
the Ford, I gotta take water." But this is
right.
$100 for a lunch bag. Well, you can fit 10 cans in it. No
Is
ice,
that what it
though.
says? It's a 10 can, right?
It's a 10 can, 2 quart, yeah, or 7.2 quart, sorry.
Yeah.
Mini cooler,
There's just
black
no
or
way.
cream.
There's just
Let's see it in black. No, they don't have it in black, I
I'm sure
guess.
it's like a
Oh, there it
matte,
is. Yeah,
no?
there it
I
is.
only saw the cream hanging in the store, but
Yeah,
I just was, like, blown away about the prices. Like, just I don't understand, and then when I was,
they
like,
don't have it
looking
in
at
my
it,
store.
then I was
Yeah,
looking over
mhm.
and there were, like, 2 teenage girls, like, looking at stuff and buying stuff, and I just thought, "I bet you whatever they're buying, it's probably, like, 75 bucks because they had, like, a little cart f or a little shopping basket filled with stuff, and I thought,
Yeah.
Where are these girls getting this money?" You know? These teenage
Exactly.
girls, like, they were, like, young. They were, maybe, like, 15, 16-year-olds.
Yeah,
So, I just thought,
mhm.
"What are they buying, and where'd they get their money? Do they have jobs?" I had all kinds of questions. Do they get an allowance? How much is your allowance? What do
Can
kids
you
get allowance anymore?
can you
You know?
imagine?
Does your kid get an allowance?
Um, I get yeah, yeah.
Like, he gets money, like, cash?
I think my husband just puts it in the bank account.
Oh, so he has, like, his own little, like, debit
Yeah.
card or something?
Um,
Yeah,
yeah, he doesn't use it
that's
yet,
cool.
though. I mean, he's still in high school, so
Uh-huh.
and he's a boy, and
Yeah,
he's not like, he only cares about his computer. Do you know what I mean? Which isn't working well
yeah.
right now, and he was, like, practically in tears last night. So I'm like, "Why don't you take the money that you have and get yourself a gaming computer?" But whatever.
Uh-huh.
But he doesn't
Yeah,
care about, like, he's not clothes or shoes, or like, he doesn't care about
yeah,
those things. And right now he's in
yeah,
his
sa
long hair phase, so he hasn't even had a haircut in who knows how long. And he doesn't have, like, pretty wavy, hair or anything. It's, like, straight, so it's
Uh-huh.
a hot mess, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, "Whatever." But, yes, but he doesn't care about that stuff. So, even
Yeah.
though he's I know, 'cause, my parents give him money sometimes too. He's got, like, a drawer
Mhm.
full of money of cash. He doesn't need to
Yeah,
have the physical handing of allowance to him.
yeah, yeah. He just wants
But
V-Bucks to buy games online and stuff
right,
like that,
he
right?
Google Play
Yeah,
Card or Roblox or whatever. I
yeah,
don't know what he plays.
yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah.
But yeah,
I get
these
it.
kids these
That's
kids
how
got
mine is.
some expensive taste, honestly, some of them. Shoo. I
I
couldn't.
know.
I'm glad I
I
don't have a
know.
girl with all this Stanley stuff.
I know. Or just clothes, Mo. At
Yeah,
least with a boy, you get khaki pants and shirts.
right.
Khaki pants, that's it, and
And
shoes.
yeah, and he has
My
to wear, he goes to, like, a
Oh, he
charter
has a
school, so
uniform.
yeah, it's khakis and, or just, whatever color pants, just saw, and,
Yeah.
they wear a shirt with the little logo on it, but, like, they have a set, like,
Mhm.
so people just donate back the shirts, and
Yeah.
they have a sale every year. So last year when he started, we went to the sale, and they sell them all for $5. It's like a PTA fundraiser. So, like, seniors will donate all
Yeah.
their stuff back, and they'll sell it, like sweatshirt, because they can wear sweatshirts if it says their name on it and everything, and the shirts with the
Uh-huh.
little embroidery. And we got there. The line was so long because that's what
Uh-huh.
everybody's going to buy it. And
Yeah.
He wasn't, you know, he's tall, but he was still, like, skinny, but we had to buy large because all the
Mhm.
medium shirts were gone. So I was like, "Well, you're gonna grow into the
Mhm.
large anyway," which he did, and we bought
Huh.
we found 5 large shirts. He's got one for every day of the week, so he's good.
Oh, that's great.
And he's got,
That's
like
awesome.
he's got T-shirts that we've bought, like spirit wear, you know, that they can wear on certain
Yeah.
days. But yeah, so that I mean, that's super easy. Um,
Yeah.
you know, and like I said,
Totally.
he does he like getting new stuff? Yes, but is he asking to go to the store? No. He doesn't care,
Right.
you know?
Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. It's a Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah. It's like a fight to, like, just go get pants. Like, that's the only thing that he he needs to, like, try on pants because he's
Yes.
pants.
And
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm like, sorry, my husband's creeping out in the hall. The I had to go through his laundry and like take stuff. I'm like, why are you wearing that? Doesn't fit. He's like, it's fine. Those pants, if you bend over, are gonna those shorts are gonna split. Like you have shorts in there that fit. Like we have bought you stuff. So like, luckily
Yeah.
he didn't go out of the house with them. But like I took them out of the drawer after they got washed the next time. Like, oh my god.
That's
Like
kinda
he
funny.
just doesn't
I
care.
know.
And I, you know, I have all
Yeah.
sisters. I have all sisters. It's just it's a little bit incomprehensible to me. I don't know. Like, you know,
Yeah.
it's new to me. It's new to me. It's all new. I
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
brothers or
Mhm. I know, my kid
so.
was like, "Oh, will you buy me this shirt for my birthday?"
Mhm.
It's just some, like, whatever, like, somebody's merch, and I said, "I'll buy
Mhm.
it, but it's gonna be an extra large. I'm only buying an extra large." And he's like,
Mhm.
"Why?" And I was like, "'Cause it won't fit you when you"
Right.
like, it fits him when he buys it, but then
Right.
when he washes it, it's just a
Mhm.
tiny bit too small. So I
Yeah.
said, "No, only if it's an extra large."
Right.
So that was the deal we made. Kinda
Uh-huh.
crazy.
It's true. It's
Oh my
true.
gosh.
Mhm.
I know.
Yeah, boys
It's
are
just
weird.
so
So.
crazy. Well, that's it. Boys are
Mhm.
weird
They're
for
weird.
sure, Mo.
Thanks so much for watching and check out more of our videos right here. We're flipping out.